Welcome back to the Morning Brief right here on Channels Television. You know, we give you all the tips to get you on your way and to make you productive while you're at it. So this time we're bringing you tips on self-defense, a very, very important subject, right? Particularly in the light of so many security concerns. So joining us to have this conversation this morning is Mr. Ademola Adetuberu, who's making a very quick comeback to the Morning Brief. Mr. Adetuberu is a security consultant. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, and you promised to walk us through self-defense upon your return. So let's start. What are the most important things that we should bear in mind should there be any security concern around us? Perhaps we're being trailed, or perhaps we're noticing unusual activity, in our residence or in our office area.
Okay, thank you so much for having me this morning again. I don't take this opportunity for granted. So to answer your question, what are the things that we should do just in case we run into threats or imminent danger? So I would say self-defense. Self-defense, what is self-defense? Self-defense is the act of protecting oneself from threats or danger. So definitely you have to be equipped yourself. You have to know what you're doing, right? And what are the strategies? What are the strategies you can employ? What are the strategies you can employ for self-defense? The first was what we spoke about last week, which is situational awareness. Situational awareness. Okay, before I talk about the strategies, I would like to quickly talk about the legal right under the Nigeria Criminal Code Act, Section 59, which gives the right for every citizen to protect themselves in the southern Nigeria, and in the Penal Code, Section 60 gives the right for the northern Nigerian citizens to protect themselves as well. So let's look at the strategies that you can employ in self-defense. The first is situational awareness. We spoke about it last week. We cannot stop talking about situational awareness because the first law is awareness. The first rule of self-defense is awareness. Once there is no concentration, there can't be awareness. And once there is no awareness, then avoidance is not possible as well. So everyone have to be aware of their environment, be alert to your surroundings. The second strategies every Nigerian should employ are tools for personal safety. And I came with a couple of them. Pepper spray. Pepper spray, you could use pepper spray immediately to incapacitate an attacker immediately, and that you can use. You can also use what we call the personal alarms. This is just one. You can see this, and you can see the noise it's making. Immediately you employ the personal alarm. The personal alarm, it will immediately call the attention of people around you, and it will deter attacks. So it's all important for everyone to have, pepper spray, alarm, of course, also flashlight, tactical flashlights. It's so important as well, as tools to employ in pepper spray. Also, you can make use of trackers, smartwatches. All these are things you should put on your children, even yourself as an adult, even in your office. Alarms on your table, you could just press in case you're having a meeting with someone and unfortunately it turns south. Just press the alarm. So second strategy are tools for personal safety. The third strategy is what we call community awareness. Community awareness. It's so wrong. It's not appropriate for you to be living in an environment and you don't have the mobile number of the divisional police officer of your community. It's not appropriate. So every Nigerian must arm themselves with the DPO's number in your community, the patrol teams in your community. That's why we say police are your friends. Police are your friends. And of course, the community chief and community security chief, you need to arm yourself with all these numbers. So it's so important. You have all these emergency numbers you can quickly dial. Of course, share safety tips with your families, and the moment you see something, please quickly say something. Another tip I would quickly talk about, is how to practice self-defense. What are the simple steps you can use in practicing self-defense? The first thing, if you are talking with someone you do not know, the rule of engagement is to be at arm's length. at arm's length. Don't let anybody come close to you. Arm's length, the person can hear you, the person can talk to you. If you let them come close to you as elbow length, they can easily attack you and get on you. So what you want to pay attention to, distance, personal distance, by giving the person an arm's length. Then the next thing also you want to pay attention to is, if you are already confronted, you're already in a threat scenario, right? Don't fear. Try as much as possible to practice simulation. Personally, don't try to work on your fear level, because once you allow fear, you're not likely to make the right decision, right? So then use basic moves in case you have been grabbed already. Where do you want to pay attention? Do you want to pay attention to the vulnerable areas, vulnerable spots, the eyes? Poke their eyes, right? You want to poke the eyes of the person, or you want to, dislodge them with by attacking their throat, right?
Mr. Ademola, just okay. Hold on there. And I quite like the personal alarm part of it. But talk to us about the pepper spray. There's this controversy about whether it is legal or not, with the police, weighing in on it, the police force. So how, legal is it? Particularly because when you use a pepper spray, you cause bodily harm on the attacker. So talk to us about the legality.
Yeah, thank you so much. So the fifth principle, the fifth strategy to employ in using all these tools is what I actually put it there, the legal right. So every action of yours must be proportionate to the threat that you have. Every action of yours must be proportionate to the threat. So if it does not require pepper spray, you shouldn't use pepper spray, right? If it does not, if you have been grabbed already, definitely why not? You could use pepper spray, right? So every action, that's the balance, so that people don't go and abuse these strategies. They don't abuse these strategies. So it has legal implication. Whatever you are employing, whatever strategies you are employing to ensure you get out of threat or danger, right, must be something that is proportionate, to the threat you are exposed to. So it's so important.
Very important. So many things we've learned: situational awareness, community awareness. Know the number of the DPO of the police station near you. The personal alarm, I love that one as well. We will have you back, Mr. Adetuberu, to talk to us this time around to women about self-defense should they be in a situation where there could be gender-based violence, perpetrated against them. Thank you so much, Mr. Ademola Adetuberu, a security consultant who has spoken to us about self-defense tips this morning. Jeffrey Kayode, which was the most significant for you?
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above, including the fact that he mentioned just compose yourself as much as you can, because that's actually the beginning. It's not easy to compose yourself under threats, but if you can, it's going to be beautiful. But Bukola, thank you. Great work you did with the security experts.